И всем привет, с вами я, Рок, и сегодня мы будем продолжать играть в Genshin Impact. В прошлом стриме, то есть вчера вечером, мы открыли Инадзуму наконец-таки. Сейчас мы будем ее продолжать открывать, но перед этим мы введем промокод. Не понимаю, как работает кнопка «Вставить». На плойке разве можно копировать? Вот, я думаю, вы уже успели. Ну так, где звук? Ну так, где звук? Так, звук есть. Сейчас все будет. Опять стучат.
I'll catch up.
Так, Инадзума.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers for your kind perusal.
What?
Что?
Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So...
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with...
Sheesh. So it is super strict.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head. Most of the current rules.
So, a Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
А, вот где гильдия искателей приключений.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math.
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine.
Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price!
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
Сложно.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a fee. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlander in Enid.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are outland. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And...
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer's better...
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you...
No. In this instance, when I say price, in fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association, recently things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander affair. Good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been having some difficulty.
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at...
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for it.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku... No. What's really squeezing those Mora grubbers from...
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulation. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal
Кристальный костный
Marrow.
мозг. Это же мне то, что нужно. Для прокачки этой. Элой.
Crystal Marrow.
Something that most of us in the association had never... Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for... Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it.
Isn't that what they...
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried communicating with the Commission but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the... Fontaine, my dear homeland.
Sounds awful. They're really... What do you think we should do? But Carice is the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to...
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for...
Okay. Well, we could try to...
That vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association, and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district.
Got it. We're on the...
Конечно, я обожаю, когда я играю, у меня сверлит.
I'll catch up.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand trade secret. Got it? You know what?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable.
Hey, what
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's check back in.
I'm the only lifeline.
Мне нужно еще 20 ветчины и 11 крабов.
That was quick.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
You're saying he used to be a member of the
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito. The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the...
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
I'll catch up.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about... Mondstadt? Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last... the scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom.
Oh, it's working!
So, trying to play... Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really...
The... Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst. All right, I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but so come on, get it off your chest.
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stop. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on. Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago.
Really? Well, then there's... I'll catch up.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
It's not like I'll get
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Come out, I can see you. Who are you? Why are you following me?
Uh-oh! Seems like he's noticed us.
Keijiro!
After him!
Love or freedom? Which one should I choose? Should I close early? It's not like I get any customers.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Ah, Ryoko.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us first. He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Now, who else is...
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice... He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we made less noise.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
It's not like I'll get any customers.
Hup. Hup.
Может, по крышам?
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
Customers.
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the trade association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him. He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little. He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't? Whoa, it's boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every...
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell...
I'll...
Huh? You aren't gonna come with...
I need a little more time before I'm ready to...
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Should I close
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another...
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to...
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us!
Well, you see...
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm...
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you one...
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself...
Well, even if what you say is true...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession. Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have...
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case...
And not even an ounce of shame for...
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out.
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good...
I'm sick of being pushed around like this.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that...
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the... Seize the merchants! We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going...
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and...
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right...
Ha! You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no...
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young...
Что это?
lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan. The Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for all...
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, if nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little...
Paula? What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let...
Кто ты?
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to... All right. Time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the
You've been keeping your true identity. So, the Yashiro Commission.
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka. Also...
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given...
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted, too. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend. You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than... Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships.
Still pretty good going for just a month.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing... Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's with your help, even the Vision Hunt decree. That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading. Yes, of course. I completely understand and as agreed.
Toma sure didn't...
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye. One more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at... Good luck with everything.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going, huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait, so... Did soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komura Tea House to settle the score!
Какая ты злая.
Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
А.
Stop there. Present your
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commission? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice, who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespass.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual. Come on in.
My sincere...
Было такое ощущение, что это мне с Павелом надо поговорить. Так я тут уже был, я тут собирал, ладно.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an...
nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance.
So what you're saying is we were...
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Простите, не вру. Это они сделали, потому что... Ну как сказать... С Фатуями сражались не они? Конечно же. Но дворец уронила она, а ужаса бури стреляла она, но ужаса бури я стрелял из Венти потом. Так что...
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their...
Whoa! You heard about that too? Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all. Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Genshin. A flower grows on the mountaintop.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So,
Yes, bring me 300 Shinxin, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? Then how about this? We have a few items that need
That sounds much more like...
709 letters, to be precise.
Господи.
What gives? How come...
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
Пипец.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Halt, you two!
Huh? What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon...
Текст письма. Простите, что нежданно-негаданно напишу это письмо. Надеюсь, оно тебя не потревожило. Мне впервые доводится приглашать чужака из другой страны письмом. Но дома познакомиться имелись мы не случайно и так. Сегодня на небе будет тонкий серп луны, и я надеюсь, что мы встретимся. По поводу услуг не беспокойся. Я найду способ пойти, надеюсь, ты придешь. Письмо с легким ароматом духов.
So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at... But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on? Huh? Have you been up to something behind Paimon's back?
Сейчас ночь. Ой, да...
We have work to do.
Быстро напишет письмо.
Ah, you finally arrived. Oh, this is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments. And at...
Is it Paimon or does some...
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is... Well, I feared that I'm...
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Вы посмотрите на лицо Люмы. Я пошла отсюда.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. Yet my father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is... There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my... To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun. We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is... Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to do... Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods...
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort the shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that the...
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your...
Boy, Chisato can talk...
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our...
Yes, but that's...
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential...
Yes, my lady.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not until...
Отменяю задание, потому что у меня... Короче, мне надо уезжать. Так что... Спасибо всем за просмотр, кто смотрел. Всем удачи и всем пока-пока-пока. Пока. Спасибо еще раз.